and I want to welcome you to a Cincino presentation. We're going to go through some quick short things today, spend about 25 to 30 minutes to really take a look into why Cincino has become a dream job for me. And one of the things that I think that everybody deserves is to work with something that gives them meaning, gives them passion, and gives them purpose in life. And that's what I really found in Cincino. For those that don't know me, I'm Örjan Sala. I've been a founder of Cincino, and I'm also working in the field of the Cincino distribution network. So then you know a little bit about my background. Here in Oslo, I live together with my 3-year-old son, my wife, which is also working with Cincino, and we are having an amazing time with our family. And this is my 11th year in this business, and truthfully, I think it's going to be my best year, and I've probably never been as excited as I am right now before. So if you feel that I'm a little bit fired up and you're a guest, I just say sorry up front, because when you get to take a look into the kind of products and kind of results that we have in Cincino, I think that you will, by the end of the presentation, share more of my passion. So no more with that. Keep your comments going, keep your questions going. They will be answered by other people that are already in the business. If you're a guest, your questions, just write them out, and some other people will help me answer all of those questions. So that's great. So why did I get started with this? Well, that's a very long story. It started all the way back when I was a young kid at 17 years old. It's 25 years ago. Today I'm not 25, I'm 42 years old. And I got introduced to some products and a concept which I found a lot of interest in. And quite frankly, I was struggling in school, not because I wasn't bright enough, but because I was born with something called dyslexia. And back when I was born with dyslexia, another translation for that would just be stupid. And I was struggling to read, and because I was struggling to read, I was struggling to also being able to present things and grab into things. So I felt stupid, and many people probably thought that I was that as well. Luckily, I got introduced to this, and it was finally something where there wasn't any limits. I didn't have to learn something. I didn't have to be able to do a lot of things. I didn't need an education, but I could go on out and build my own business on my own terms. And as I revealed to you earlier, that became my dream job after a while. I won't say it was easy to begin with. In fact, the first years was horrible, was stressful, but after a while it became easier and easier, and I realized that this was my best choice. And already at the age of 21, I was already making an income in Norway, which was way beyond what my parents was making at the time. And in fact, by the time I hit 25 years old, I was making more every month than what my parents actually made in a whole year combined. So it's been an amazing career, and I hope that you get to know some more of this and some more of me during this presentation. But I'm not going to hold you up with more talk about me. I'm going to dig into why this can become a very good business opportunity for you. And to look at any business, I think the first step we do is that we look at the market potential. Like, how is it possible to develop these products into the market and make sure that that's going to become something that is profitable for you? And when you have a market potential, which I think nearly all products have, it's also important to look at how competitive are you in the established market? Because if you have something which everyone has, and the potential is big, but everybody is already selling it to all of the potential customers that you could get, it's really hard to get customers. So do you have a competitive edge? Do you have something that is quite unique that nobody else have, or very few other people have, and that could convince the customer that they should be buying from you? And I think that that's what we've got in our number one selling product category. So let me just give you a little bit of background before I reveal everything to you. I've got all the products in front of me here and we'll be going through them. Today, I think that building a business inside of fitness, supplement, anti-aging is absolutely brilliant. The world, if you read the media, is going crazy all the time. They talk about artificial intelligence replacing jobs. I just read that some future scientists thought that 47% of all jobs in the US would be gone within 30 years that are existing today. So we got to replace all of those jobs, which will be the same for Estonia, same for Norway, same for everyone that is watching here, that things are replaced. I read a Norwegian newspaper article just a couple of days ago talking about one specific segment into retail. So retail stores, and this future scientists believe that all of the retail stores would just literally be gone within a short period of time, meaning that the jobs would be gone. And we see that. I mean, I go to a store today, like my local grocery store, which I in fact doesn't go to very often, but when I check out, I ring the bell of all of my groceries and there is nobody assisting me. So I pick them up myself, I pay them myself, there is nobody assisting me through the whole shopping. But in fact, most of the time we don't go to the store. We get all of our groceries delivered to the door through an app. And that means the jobs are going away. The traditional way of living is changed. But if you look to this industry of anti-aging, of supplements, of fitness, of health, that's growing like crazy. In fact, the numbers are so good that it's expected to be doubling within 2024. And last year, the sales total was over 150 billion euros in sales, and that's expected to reach nearly 300 billion within 2024, which is exciting. And our lead product does over half of the sale and is also expected to more than double in the same period of time. So why is people so interested in health today? Well, because we have more health problems. If you don't have a problem, you aren't interested. Could you agree about that? So basically, if I just feel good and I don't exercise and I don't need anything, I'm not going to search for something. But more and more people today, even at a young age, is feeling tired, feeling stressed out, feeling that it's hard to keep their weight off. That's been one of my big battles. 10 years ago, actually 12 years ago, I weighed nearly 40 kilos more than I do today. I weighed 106 kilos and today I'm about 80 kilos. So that's not 40, that's 30 kilos more, but 40 sounds better, but 30 kilos more than I do today. And that's been a big battle. The food that we eat, just 5-10 minutes ago, I was upstairs talking with Hilda, and she talked about a friend that got diagnosed with a stomach problem that didn't even exist if you go back 50 years. And she asked me what to do, and one of the things that I would recommend is our lead product, and then there is some other things that I would recommend as well. So one of the things that happens is that when we have problems, we get interested. And that's why this supplement industry is growing like crazy. Why being a health entrepreneur, I think, is one of the best things that you could do for the future if you really want to be secure both for income, jobs, and also fun and have meaning and purpose and passion in your life. And the key to all of the health problems we have discovered, and science agrees with us, also many government organizations agrees with us, is that there has happened a big unbalance between the fatty acids that is in our food, and specifically in the essential fatty acids called omega-6 and omega-3, where we today eat way too much omega-6 and far too little omega-3. So let's take a closer look into it. When our DNA was developed thousands of years ago, the kind of food that we were eating gave a 1-to-1 balance. Meaning that if you just ate what was on the table, well, probably no tables back then, you would have a very good ratio between omega-6 and omega-3. All the way up until the 1960s, the balance was still good. So when my parents was born, the balance was good. When my grandparents was born, it was very good. But when I was born, well, it was still good in Norway. Then in the US markets, it started being bad, but it was still good when I was born. But when Gabriel, my son, was born, the unbalance has completely gone crazy. Today, being in Norway, over 12-1. If you look throughout Europe, it's like 15-1. Some of our countries in Eastern Europe is 17-1. And if you go to the US, it's 25-1. You eat 25 times more omega-6 than omega-3. But here is the question: how do you know how much you eat of them? Like seriously, like how can you find out how much omega-6 you're eating and how much omega-3 you're eating? And that's one of the things that makes us so competitive and so unique, is that we have discovered a way to measure that with a simple test that can be done within 1 minute, and you get your answer within a couple of weeks, and you can find exactly if your balance is like the average. My first balance score, when I took the balance test, and that's how it's looking right here, I did a 10.4-1. My wife, which was fit and much slimmer and much prettier than me, she thought she had a better diet, but hers was 15-1. And then I went out and I started testing people. And I've got people in Estonia, actually, in fact, the world record in the worst score since we started measuring people, with over 206,000 tests done so far, is from Estonia, where there was a girl, 26-year-old. She had 143-1 in unbalance. I just talked to a friend of mine the other day. He had tested his 1-year-old and got really concerned because his 1-year-old was 29-1. And he realized, I need to give him something that would balance this. I need to get him back, because our government organizations like the World Health Organization, Nordic Ministry Council, is recommending a 5-1 balance. And science recommends 3-1. And we were the first company to solve this. And we are the leading company in the world in bringing people back into balance. And within 120 days from starting to using our product, you can get a 3-1 balance or better. And all of that is measured before and after with our test, which makes it very competitive. So do you know what the most selling supplement in the world is? It's omega-3. And we have the most effective, most tested, and also the product that has the most proven results within that industry. And that's over 100, last year it was over 58 billion euros, I think it was, maybe it was 57. And within 2024, it's going to be 130 billion euros or more. And that's not counting in our growth. So that means that you could build your business just on the growth in the market. And here is what we package it as. It's a balance kit where you get a test and you get some oils into that kit as well. And just to pick up one of our oils, this is a very unique one, because some people think that omega-3s are hard to take, got to swallow a lot of capsules, or you have to take a tablespoon of something that doesn't taste great. Well, here is a patented invention that we did, Cincino Balance Aqua X, which mixes in water into a lemon drink, and it doesn't taste bad, it tastes great. And you can even mix it into apple juice, orange juice, whatever liquid, and it just disappears in the water, and you get in balance at the same time. So just to give you some data on the test result, 75% of the people we test is way out of balance. 20% of the people we test are using omega-3 supplements from before. They have a little bit better balance, but still not good enough. Only 5% of your population has a chance of being in balance. And in most countries, it's dropping to 4 and to 3, because we see that in our data. Meaning that if you went out on the street and tested 100 people, with our test, and even those that were saying, I eat really well, I take supplement, would score an insufficient result, meaning they're getting too much omega-6 and too little omega-3. And now, that was a long introduction, and 95% of our customers achieves balance in 120 days, and the rest we help getting in balance later on. They're maybe not taking enough, and we adjust their dosage and stuff like that. The test result is at a GMP standard lab in Norway, not owned by Cincino, and you send your own test result directly to them, so we have no interference with the test results that you're getting. But here is the thing, when you go through this process of getting tested using the oil and getting tested again, and you get into balance after 120 days, with a guarantee, in fact, that if you have a better score than Treat One to begin with, we give you all the money back, because we're not looking for the people that are out of balance. We're looking into balance. We're looking for the people that are out of balance. But here is the cool thing. What happens when you go into balance? And my iPad is so far away, so I can't really read it all the way over here. So I'm going to turn to the screen here and say, okay, better vision. That was fun one, wasn't it? I can see it on the iPad. You can see it on the screen, but I'm sitting like 3 meters away from it. But it does give you better vision. And at 42, I still have perfect vision. But that was really little typing over there. It gives you muscle health, cell function. Talking about that, optimal brain function is the most important thing. Being like that's one of the first things people notice when they get on our product. They can think clearer, they can sleep better, and they can have this optimal function of their brain, meaning that they can have a more stamina in a discussion at their job and stuff like that. And then also it's good for your heart. Cardiovascular problems are the biggest one that everyone is battling. And we can in fact say that this gives you a normal heart function, and it maintains a normal heart function. It's good for you. Every single blood vein in your body needs this product. And when you're in balance, you're getting the right amount of it. Boost your immune system so you feel better. Maybe somebody gets a cold, you skip the cold. That's a great result. And you just have a better ability to fight off the problems. And that leads to better cell function. What does that mean? That's like kind of a difficult thing. Is a normal cell function is the claim that we have on a product. Well, normal cell function, if you have problems in some of your cells, might be skin cell, might be aches and pains in neck and in joints, all of that is cells, and it has a better function of that. So you get a reduction in those kind of problems. In fact, we did a study on skin where we showed that your elasticity in your skin increased by 22% when people use the balance oil for a long enough time to have a 3-to-1 balance or better. Hair and nails, my hair grows faster than before. It's still keeping my color, lucky me. Hope I keep that many more years. Blood pressure, we've got 2 studies on blood pressure showing that it's actually effective to reduce blood pressure done on our products, which is pretty important if you want good cardiovascular health. Skin elasticity is mentioned here, fighting oxidative stress. Again, a difficult thing, but really what it means is that whenever we breathe, whenever we have pollution, whenever we eat, it creates stress in our cells. And the olive oil, and this is what makes it unique, we have a high quality fish oil, some of the best oil you can find in the world, with the best quality olive oil in the world, giving a unique synergetic combination that you don't get in a regular fish oil capsule. And what that does, the olive oil fights the oxidative stress in our body, making every cell work better, feel better. And bone health, and in fact there is a bunch of more claims that I could go through, and this is so small writing that probably you can't even see it when you hold your computer really close up to you as well. So that was a main product which we sell 70-80% of our sales is on this kit, getting customers, and the stories you get when you've had a customer for a while is just throughout amazing. I've heard stories that I didn't expect, but they moved me to tears, where I talk with mothers where their kids can sleep properly at night again. I talk with mothers and fathers that have challenges with their kids in school, kind of like my challenges, where they're acting out and they are able to study, concentrate and focus again because of a better brain function, so a normal brain function. I have my friends that are getting to be my age that have injuries in their knees from either playing soccer, not injuries, but just that it started aching and it goes away. Me, myself, I had a severe stomach problem before I started with the balance oil. It took it away in 120 days and it stayed away for nearly 5 years now. I got my life back, I can tell you. I don't have time to share everything of it, but I was in pain for at least half an hour every morning to get out of bed. And it took that away and I can eat normal food again, doesn't need to be on a special diet. And I've got thousands of people sharing with me how much result they've gotten from this product. So if nothing else tonight, tell the person that invited you, I want to test out the balance concept. In addition to that, we've got some immune concept with Extend, the most unique immune product in the world, the only one that targets all the areas of your immune system to boost it. We've got Viva, which is for those that have challenges with falling asleep at night, very effective for me for falling asleep, not at night, I have no problems with that, but when I get up 5 o'clock in the morning with my son, been up 2 hours, then my wife gets up and I want to sleep again. It's kind of hard when you're 42 to fall asleep quickly. I take one Viva and I fall asleep within 5 minutes and feel rested when I wake up and half an hour to an hour later. So that's an amazing product. It also has 6 clinical studies on showing that it lifts our mood so we feel happy, and it reduces our stress so that we can be just enjoying life. So this is something you have to try. We've got a skin serum, we've got some shakes and some bars. I've got some stuff over here that you can't see. Here is our shakes, and they also come in easy portion packs if you want to bring them to work. To then eat them, and well, to eat them, obviously you bring them to eat them, but to have a lunch where you save calories to reduce some weight. So these are supportive products, and the person that invited you to this live will tell you all about that later on. And we've got videos in Cincino TV, we've got videos at Cincino.com where you can learn more about product, get all of the facts on each product. We've got all the scientific references so that you can find everything that you need to know to be able to do the sales of the products. So let me just move on here because we're already 20 minutes into this. Times are flying by. Cincino, who are we? Well, we're a company from Gothenburg, Sweden, so we're a Nordic company. We have our headquarters there. We've also got an office in Finland, we've got one in Latvia, and we've got another headquarters in the US because we also have a business in the US and Canada. We are a growth company. We've had double-digit growth every single year since we launched our business. Just been amazing. That every year, no year went backwards and no year were worse than that we had a double-digit growth. I mean, that's pretty exciting as a business. Of course, we've expanded into 34 countries already. Within the next 5 to 10 years, we'll be a global company because everyone needs to get in balance. It's not only in your town that you need balance. You need balance for everyone in the world. In fact, being out of balance, I look at that as a pandemic that has spread all across this map you see, and also the rest of the world. It's a pandemic, meaning that it's so hard to find anybody that is eating right. It's so hard to find food to eat that is right food to eat. And we have to do something about it, and that's my mission. That's where I get excited. That's where I feel meaning, is because every time I bring somebody from being out of balance to being in balance, I know that I'm making them healthier, and I know that I'm bringing this message back so that somebody one day will take care of this. And of course, we as a company are trying to do that. By 2020, we'll have 1 million customers. That's our goal. We're pushing for that. And that's why we're also looking for more people to join our business. We have thousands of people that are already selling our products in the 34 countries, but we only have 120,000 customers so far. And the average person maybe gets 10 to 20 to 30 customers in our direct selling model. So we're looking for more people that can build a business based on helping people into balance and the other products. So I'm going to move into that here. If you look here, you can see the amazing growth that we have had. We started back in 2005 with 600,000 euros. By 2010, we hit nearly 5 million euros, 4.9 million. Then we had some amazing growth years, and in 2016 we hit 52 million euros in sales. This year we're heading for probably more than 60 million euros in sales, and I think that in 2018, because we've upgraded so many things, most of these years, in fact, we worked without the balance oil all the way until 2012. And so this has just been there for a very short period of time. And all the other products I showed you was launched after 2012. So it's kind of cool because we used to be a coffee company, and I forgot to put in the slide for the coffee here, but it's actually exploded in a few last years. And now we have a full product portfolio. We've got a full system for direct selling, home parties, and online marketing so that you can expand your business not only in your local neighborhood, but throughout your country and throughout all the countries where we are open. So how do we do that? Well, we've got an offer to our customer that is amazing. First of all, if people would get on this kit as a customer, the Zinzino Balance Kit, this one usually retails, meaning that if they just want to buy each one of them without any commitment, it's about 340 euros, 350 euros in value. And when you get on a 6-month subscription, which most of our customers does, we discount that down to 149 euros plus. We give them nearly half price on their monthly consumption of the oil, where our normal oil is only costing 29 euros a month and give you all of those health benefits. But here is the coolest thing, and that is when a customer is happy, I, as their consultant, will give them an offer if they would lead me to more customers. So if they would invite some people over to their home and share the information with some of their friends and I could contact them directly, as soon as I get 4 customers through my customer, they get their product free every month. So they don't pay anything. Well, they pay shipping. I think it's 4 or 5 euros a month in Estonia, different shipping prices for different countries. But that's pretty amazing that all of our customers can have their product free by helping their friends get into balance as well. They can do it immediately, first month, second month, or they can do it after 3 or 4 months when they feel very comfortable about the products. When you join as a business partner to Zinzino, so you become one of our brand partners, you get all of your products free as soon as you have 4 customers, you get first product free, and then we pay you a commission in addition to that. And it's pretty lucrative. To begin with, you get 10% of everything you sell. And we also got some fast start bonuses all the way in the beginning, where you get 25 euros extra for every customer out of your first 10 customers, which I'm going to share later on as well. And 25 euros extra in this one is quite good, but like on a Viva subscription, the customer pay 58 euros the first month, and we still pay you 25 euros extra for selling it, which is insanely good. Then you can upgrade, get 25 customers, you're in 20% commission on what the sales price is, and you see your royalties is at 1,300 euros a year. As a pro team, you get 25%, and your royalties double to 2,600, so 200 euros a month. As a top team, you get 30% direct commission, and you get about 4,100 euros every year, plus a 10,000 euro one-time bonus. So you got 100 customers for a company. We already paid you commission. We pay you 4,000 euros a year, and then we give you 100 euros extra per customer afterwards. And of course, all of those customers have to buy products for a certain number of months afterwards, but that's basically, you sold this one, customer paid 149 euros. Then we paid you commission on that, 30%. How much is that? I don't even know. It's like 40 euros. Then we paid you team commissions, which is something I'll cover later, or in fact your sponsor or the person that invited you here will cover that with you. And then we paid you the fast start bonus in the beginning, which was more money. But then by the end of you getting 100 customer, we give you, in addition to the royalties that you get every month for a customer to continue to buy, 100 euros per customer. That's insanely good. So the first thing we build is to build a big customer group for yourself. And then if you pass 100 and you get 200, we buy you a luxury trip to a luxury resort every year. A big group of the Zinzino leaders are going once a year, either to Dubai or to the United States. Last year we were in Dominican Republic at a 5-star resort, or we go to Asia. This year we're going to Tenerife next year. And you get, with 200 customers, you get about 800 euros a month or something like that, plus the 10,000 euro one-time bonus. And then we give you a trip at a value of 3,000 to 4,000 euros every year, as long as you maintain 200 customers. And what you did was helping other people get their health back, bulletproofing their diet. I think that's pretty cool. So How do you get started as a sales representative for a company, a partner with Zinzino? We've got some very unique offer from a basic body kit where you get the oil and the serum, which is a super anti-aging combination. We nearly discounted we discounted 43%. We've got the advanced body kit, a discount of 46%, and you get all of the other supporting products in that kit. But what I really like is the Ultimate Body Kit. It has got all the products and plenty of all of the products. It has 2,434 euros in retail value, and you get a 61% discount, and you only pay 959 euros first month. And what it contains is 10 balance tests, so that you could immediately go out and test 10 people, make all of the fast start bonuses, and then make sure that you got a really good start in a business. And on top of that, you can retail the other products and make a lot of your money back, or you could just consume it yourself like many people also do, and just use it for demonstration to get customers. Then after that, when you have 10 customers, you'll get free products for years and years and years. And that's a value of several hundred euros a year in commission. In fact, it can be, if you get enough, you can have free products many times, in fact, and you can make a lot of free products. I was messing that up, sorry about that. I got excited. So we also have a training program with our Go Course system, 2 CDs a month to get you trained on how you recruit new salespeople, how you get new customers, and how you develop leadership with your team. We've got a full-out system for how you build this, so you're not left to yourself. You'll get a systematic training from somebody that invited you in the business and those that work together with them, and our meeting system online and offline. So we've got local meetings in your area, and we've got online meetings if you can't make the local meetings. And we will train you in how to get your contacts, how to sign up your contacts and help them get Zinzino for free. We will help you get new partners into your business. We will teach you how to do the presentation, and we'll do the presentation for you. And then we will work on getting them started, building a list of referrals, and expand your business locally first with a few hundred customers, maybe a lot personal customers in local community, then to new cities, building a team maybe of 1,000 customers, and you're already making a big check every month, and then eventually throughout the world, and it could end to an enormous income. But before I go into that, let's just look at what we're gonna do the first 30 to 60 days. And I see that I've already a little bit time over, so I'm gonna rush through this. First step is get Smart Bronze. It's for customers, as you can see there. You get 10% customer bonus on whatever you sell. You qualify for a mentor bonus if you were to enroll somebody into the business later on. And you get a €100 fast start bonus. That's 25 euros extra for each customer. And you've made 200 euros so far in your business. The next one is to start 4 people in your team, get to Fast Silver. In fact, if they enroll with the Ultimate Body Kit, you only need to start 2 people, and you get a 100% ECB, which means that all commissions in the future from your team is double because you qualified for this bonus in 30 days. The Fast Silver bonus is 150 euros, and in total, you made another 200. Then you have X Team Express, adding 6 more customers to your team. That'll be 6 more. And you get a 150 euro bonus, so 25 euros more for each of them than what you would normally make, a total of 300. And now you've already made 700 euros in your first 60 days, qualified for free products every month from there on, for like 50, 60 euros of free products every month. You get a commission every month, and you're qualified for some of the most important steps in our compensation plan, the pay system that we have. You become a silver, the second step in the compensation plan. And I'm going to show you through this one all the way up to crown, or 8th step, and show how much money you can make by becoming a crown. And then you can imagine and talk to the person that invited you here on how much you can make on the next steps. And my title today is Global President, so I've not made it to the top yet, but I'm going for it. So maybe in the next few years I can hit my next rank. In fact, it should be this fall, or maybe even next year is more realistic. So as I said, hit silver. That's 4 customers, 4 partners in your team. It's 750 credits. That's the expression that we have for how we get paid. And then you help 4 people do the same in your team. They qualify silver and they have 10 customers and they become executive. You get a phone bonus, you produce 3,000 credits a month, and you make an estimated commission of 700 euros per month. This is a moderate estimate. Many people at this level make 800, 900, some even make 1,000 and 1,100 euros from doing this work every month. Then we have the next step, which is Diamond. Help 4 people go to the executive level. Maintain your 10 customers. I would really recommend you to have 25 customers because it's 100 euros extra a month, and it also doubles some of your residual commissions. But at this point, you produce 12,000 credits and you have 3,000 euros in monthly royalties from the volume that is coming in, and a 1,000 euro car bonus to get a black car, put Zinzino on it, show to people that you're already successful with it. And then eventually we have Crown. That was the 8th step. Build 4 people in the team that have the car bonus, and you're making 12,000 euros per month. So repetition, fast start bonuses, make 700 euros, help 4 people do the same, and then you become executive and you make 700 euros minimum monthly. And then as a diamond, it's 4,000 euros. Many of our diamonds make 5, 6, 7, even 8,000 euros before they hit the next rank, which is director. And then the rank after that is crown, and you become free, 12,000 euros. You can be a full-time entrepreneur. And all of this was made by inspiring people to change, by inspiring people to take care of their health today so that they don't have to experience any of the health problems that many people have. And if they get health problems, they experience less of the problems that they would get if they didn't get on the balanced products. If you have enough information to become a customer, do that, and the person that invited you will for sure help you get those products free. But if you feel that I want a business which can be my dream job, where I wake up in the morning, I feel purpose, meaning, I'm excited, I think that I'm doing something good every day, I think that you should have a close conversation with them on which kit you should enroll on and start as a partner. You can do it completely part-time. There is no pressure to do anything in the beginning, but of course we will urge you and help you to get products free first, build a personal customer base so that you can start making some money in your local community. And maybe one day you want to make a career like all of these people you see on this picture. Here's Victor from Estonia, Kim from Denmark, Margus from Estonia. We've got probably Manu here somewhere, Mikko is here, Oli is here, Cash from Lithuania. And you could actually make a business like them, and they've changed their lives and many other lives. And every day they wake up, they have their dream job, they feel purpose, passion, and meaning because they know that the way they make their money is by helping people get in balance. We're curing the pandemic of unbalance in the world. We're bringing people back to their health. So that's all I had. Thank you very much. And I hope you have a nice evening, and immediately get in touch with the person that invited you to see this presentation tonight. Thank you so much.